All right, welcome in to our second episode of Amateur Night. I am Jakey Muffins, joined by co-founder and co-owner Frosty. How are you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing well. How you doing tonight?
I am doing good. I'm looking forward to seeing the two games from this past weekend.
Yeah, me too. As always, I was there in attendance, but I'm really excited. These games are going to be fun. They're going to be fun. They're going to be fast paced. And we're going to see a new player tonight in Jackson Stone, who tried out for us and is working his way to potentially playing on the team, as well as some familiar faces. The one thing I am bummed about is that we won't see Alex Brown tonight. Unfortunately, as we saw in the first game last week, Alex Brown sustained a back injury, missed most of that game, came back in the second half, played the second game through that injury, but as of right now, has been ruled out for the foreseeable future. So he won't be playing these two games. Chuck is out, so you're going to see plenty of new faces doing some new things. I think it's going to be a really cool mix to see what we got going on. And we always have Joe Bird there, the first signing, wearing his Daffy Duck Looney Tunes Space Jam jersey tonight. Yeah, and don't worry, that guy in the red shorts isn't going to be on the team. So we don't have to worry about that. Meanwhile, we're facing off against a team called the Blue Demons. I literally know nothing about any of these teams other than their team names as Mike shows up in the building. But they got some really good players, as the rest of the league does. So it's going to be a really competitive game. I can't wait to see what happens. Rico almost drains a deep three. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most in this game?
You know, seeing some of these guys getting that extended tryout, seeing
Yeah,
who could potentially be on the roster for the first time for the Instigators. We've seen our guys from last year show out last week in their first two games, so we know
yeah.
we know what they're capable of. I'd like to see, that extended look at some of these new guys.
Yeah, we saw last week both Tyree Johnson and Rico Spikes really put on a show. Particularly Rico last week, who, if anyone's seen the highlight of the game on YouTube, or like 2 minute highlight of the game, Rico could not miss a shot. It felt like he was hitting everything from everywhere, getting steals, getting rebounds, making assists. Played really well. I'm excited to see, was that a fluke or is that something he can continue? I think it's something he can continue, and I hope so because he'll definitely earn a roster spot if that's the case.
Yeah, and
Tell you the player.
like
Go
you
ahead.
said last week, that would be a great name to have on the team as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Rico Spikes, that jersey sells itself.
Yeah.
So we just saw. I apologize, I don't know his name, but there's a taller guy on the Blue Demons team right there, putting on his jersey number 3 right now. He's really the player to watch out for them. He's a tall forward, probably small or power forward, but has range outside and inside. Can dish the ball as well. I think it's gonna be a really good matchup to see him. He's the tallest guy on his team. He'll probably play against Jackson, who's going to be our starting center in this game. But he's definitely one to watch out for them, as well as the guy right there that just shot the 3 pointer, number 40. Both really good players, both somebody to watch during the game. I gotta say it, I haven't said it yet this week, but I love our Mystery Science Theater graphic here of us watching the game. Uh,
Yeah.
cheers me up. Uh, basically says Space Jam sounds like my signature dunk.
Yeah.
Anyone who's seen Spacely play basketball knows that he wouldn't have a signature dunk because he can't dunk. Well, looks like the game's about to get underway. There you see Jackson Stone right there in the black jersey with the duct tape 91 on the back that he did himself. Getting ready to start. So I believe this game's about to go. Oh gosh, I hit the wrong button. Oh gosh, I hit the wrong button. Oh gosh. All right, let's go. So starting for us, you got Mike Pugh, you got Tyree Johnson, you got Jackson Stone, Rico Spikes, and Joe Bird starting for us. So quite the unconventional Instigators lineup. Not seen one like this. A good mixture of 2 vets and 3 newcomers. So let's see how it works as number 3 takes the first out of the game and puts it in. So right away, deep three from number 3 for the Blue Demons. Like I said, he's somebody you got to guard, or he's going to put up baskets. First possession for the Instigators. What do you want to see out of the Instigators' offense tonight? Definitely not that.
Yeah, I think we saw a little bit too much of pushing threes at the end of last week's game. So hopefully working more to open shots, pushing the ball down low.
Yeah. Totally. We see Stunna, the boy over there, Kevin Cameron, with 23,000 followers on Instagram, warming up on the sideline there, or the end line. I'm sure he's going to get in the game soon. 3-pointer off the mark by the Blue Demons. Nice rebound by Mike Pugh. Oh, Mike missed the dunk. I thought that was going in.
That would have been crazy.
That was a crazy dunk attempt. They give up a quick 3 on the other end. Probably shell-shocked on the missed dunk. I can't believe he missed it. What's crazy about this game is that our players, except for 3 of them, Mike and Jackson, showed up late to the game because they got stuck in traffic. It's about 2 hours from Indianapolis. So Mike had been in the gym all of 5 minutes maybe before he attempted that dunk. No stretch, nothing. It's like got on the court with that bounce with no warm-up. So I'm going to attribute the miss to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, even if I stretched, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Right, exactly. Rico doing what Rico does best right there. Although he loses at that time, and Jackson Stone gets his first basket as an instigator. Jackson Stone, for those of you that don't know, played for the Indiana Lions last year. Was a key contributor to their team. Now looking for a number 3. Oh, I thought he had that one. Good rebound by the Blue Demons. But yeah, Jackson looking to be an instigator this year instead, and join other former Lions like Dylan Ware. Oh, Joe just missed that one. That's turnover for the instigator. Like Dylan Ware and AB, Alex Brown, who both played for the Lions previously. Shot by number 11, and that's a 3. I will tell you, man, the Blue Demons can shoot the ball. Every team in this league can shoot the ball. And the Blue Demons are showing it right away. You know, for all of them except for us, this is their home court. They've all play here weekly, you know. So they know the rim, they know the floor, they know their spots, and we're still trying to figure some of that out. Jackson knows his spot, though, man, right under the basket. That was a heck of a layup in traffic.
Yeah, nice start by Jackson. You know, a couple of baskets to get us started here.
Yeah. What I like about him is he's more of a traditional post-up player that we didn't have last year, right? Chuck did that a little bit, although he was undersized to be a post-up player. But Jackson really provides that and has a little bit of mid-range, I think we'll see later in this game as well. Pass by Mike. Nice cross-court pass. Rico gets double-teamed and fouled. Rico wearing the traditional instigator yellow today. Jersey rules in this league are really lax.
Yeah, we called them out last week for not having the same colors, and it looks like this week we're the team without the same colors.
That's right. Although the one person that really put in the effort is Jackson with the masking tape number on a black jersey. Gotta respect that.
Yeah, now the duct tape kicks it off a notch for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I told him I thought he had it custom ordered that way, but no, he did it himself. Jackson with the steal there. Joe's going to push the issue. With the Daffy Duck layup there. And then the push out of bounds. Good to see the defense, though, with a little bit of energy. That's the one thing I was worried about last week. We didn't see a lot of energy with the defense. We're currently down 12-4 right now. The scoreboard's a little off in our shot. Not quite sure what happened there. Nice shot there by number 3. It just doesn't go in. Jackson's got to extend a little bit out there. Otherwise, he's going to keep pulling those shots. The flop and the shot. And look at Jackson shrug it off. It's already 6 points for Jackson Stone, and we're less than 4 minutes into this game. Sorry, not sorry for the language. Good defense by Tyree there. Had a hand in his face the whole way. Rico apparently playing the point guard for the team here. Foul on Jackson there. Probably mad at himself in the first round. One of the things we talked about last week, I think is important to remind folks, is that there's no coach for the Instigators in this game. They're coaching themselves. They're deciding their own rotations, deciding who's playing what. Another way to let them build chemistry. These guys know basketball, so let them figure out together who fits on the court and who doesn't. There's a missed shot by the Demons again, and Rico with the rebound. It was interesting because I came into some of the huddles at times just trying to hear what they were saying. Rico gets the and one, something he did a lot last week. And he was really good from the free throw line. I think he shot like 80% from the free throw line last week. So Rico playing really well early on. But I was listening to the huddle, and several times I heard guys say, hey, we got to make adjustments on how we play based on who's on the court, and talking through like if we're more guard heavy versus tall. Like, so it was cool to hear them talk about those adjustments with themselves and work through that together. And again, it's only June. We're not talking about we're in the middle of the season in October like we were last game. Another steal by Rico. Half up. And Mike goes with the less flashy but still effective layup over the dunk that time. Jade says if you're in the chat, drop your final score prediction. Rico with another steal. He definitely got the layup there. We just didn't see it. I do like the Blue Demons jerseys, though. They're simple but effective. That fade blue.
Yeah. Yeah, I was expecting like Duke colors,
Yeah. Rico just hits a deep three there. Rico starting right where he left off last week. Doing everything. That's a turnover by the Blue Demons, as you hear from Kevin Cameron. That voice you hear yelling is definitely Stunna Boy. Jackson Stone going to work. Little hook, misses it, gets the rebound. Triple team, misses again. There's the layup. You see a little frustration with himself that he missed that, but he's like 3 for 5, so we'll take it. That's a timeout there by the Blue Demons. So, we're not going to go to a commercial break yet. We just started. But we're excited. We're excited to see the season going on. We're seeing Kevin over there getting fired up already. A little bit more energy this week from the team. A little bit, definitely on the defensive end, more effort. Seeing guys flow a little better off the ball on offense. What are you seeing so far?
Yeah, it seems like in this last couple of minutes here, the teams kind of put a run together. You mentioned that it took them a little bit to get there with the traffic. It seems like you can see some kind of chemistry building already, even though it's only our third game, our second week with a lot of these guys on the court.
Yeah, definitely. Even again, I will say no practice time, but that's a complete lie. Several of these guys, haven't had official practices, but several of these guys have been hooping together throughout the week at their local gym. You got Mike, you got Stunna, you got Jackson, and Chuck all hooping together, and it's definitely starting to pay off. You're starting to see it. And even Joe sometimes too with them. So it's really starting to pay off there. As Joe brings the ball up here. Rico, quick spin move. Thought he got fouled. Telling the ref he got fouled, but the ref says no, sir. Loose ball. Rico's got quick hands. Look at that, no foul. He's all over him. Good help defense by Jackson. Something we didn't see a whole lot of last week. Was help defense, but there it was that time. It definitely paid off all through the time. Kyrie and his I thought he was going to do something impressive there, but unfortunately it slipped out of his hand. For a missed dunk on the other end. And Jackson gets the easy lay-in. If you're in the chat, drop your final missed dunk count prediction for this game. We're already at 2. Can it go higher? That was still impressive, though, to see him get up. Even if he missed it, that was impressive to see. Turnaround fadeaway by number 7. Missed, and Tyree Johnson with the rebound. Instigators up 6 here, 14-20. I know you can't see the score, so I'll just tell you. That was after they were down 12-2. So, if you're counting, that's an 18-2 run. Longest rebound in team history. That thing, flew all the way to half court on the front. As Joe hit the three. Daffy Duck with the three-pointer. And Kevin Cameron has a lot to say in this game. You hear him?
Yeah.
I love it. Love the energy.
He's the unofficial third commentator for this game.
That's right. Number 2. Oh, Jackson with the block. Rebounded by Joe. Gets fouled. Joe is like really good with handling the ball. Really good handles, but every now and then it makes me nervous. You know, that was one of those moments. But he got fouled. He got out of it. But there are times where he's a wizard with the basket.
I know he's got some pretty crazy like full court passes sometimes.
Yeah. Mike Pugh with the fadeaway off the glass and in. That's Mike Pugh's signature shot right there. Is that fadeaway, turnaround fadeaway like that. Number 3 misses a shot there. Mike with the rebound. He's looking ahead already. Bounce past to Rico. Really well done. Rico with the pass to Jackson. And Jackson hits the shot. I think that puts Jackson up to 8 already, and we're not even halfway through the first half. Nice in there. And there's another shot by number 3. Ooh, quick steal. Where did he come from? And he takes the foul. That's something we've seen a couple times last year during the Instigator season, is someone coming from behind. Definitely something as the team watches the footage, something we got to work on going into the season too. Jackson Porzingis. I like it.
Get the finals reference in there.
Yeah. Wow, Joe with the quick inbound down the court. And a basket by Jackson before we can even get the camera to it. There's one of those full court passes you talked about from Joe Bird. Right on time. Air ball there, and Joe with put someone in the washing machine. Going coast to coast, and he gets the foul. Yeah, Joe Bird showing out already in this game with some really good skill. Some great passes, some great handling, great shots. Joe Bird, for those of you who may be new to the Instigators, was the first signing in history. That was a QB throw. I think he even had the spiral on it, to be honest. So that was a good throw. Instigators are somewhere in the 30s, so the score is 30-something to 17 based on what we can see on the scoreboard. Again, apologize for that. But the Instigators already up 13 or so here. With about half of the first half gone. Number 7 with the three-pointer. Rhythm shots by the Blue Devils going in. Really good shot by number 7. I'm told he's a three-point specialist. Heard from a couple guys around the gym that he's a really good three-point shooter. Look at the no-look pass by Joe. Almost got an assist there. Instead, he'll pass it to Mike. Really good ball movement by the Instigators here. I think 4 guys have touched the ball this possession. Doesn't end in a bucket, but that's what we like to see, you know? Number 2. In and out. Jackson with the rebound. Mike almost dunked it there. That's like a 90% dunk. That was a good shot nonetheless for 2 more for the Instigators. The Instigators are back up 13. Good ball movement there by the Blue Demons to get the point guard open. Instigators are going to slow down. Stunna is checked into the game. One of the interesting rules about the IBL that folks should be aware of probably one of the most different rules for the ABA is the on-the-fly subs as we get a foul by number 2 there. On-the-fly subs are allowed in the IBL, so you don't have to wait for a dead ball. Players can check in and out just like hockey. We just saw that with Kevin Cameron checking in there for one of our players there. Turnover there by the Instigators. Came in for Jackson, it looks like, is who Kevin came in for. I had to look at who's on the court. I don't have notes in front of me. Kevin Cameron, the tallest guy on the team today, subbed in for the shortest guy on the team. Jason says he loves the on-the-fly sub rule. I do too. There was talk in the WNBA to do that a couple of years ago. It's definitely, after watching this league, it's a rule I'm going to suggest to the ABA. I think it makes a ton of sense. It keeps the game moving. As Reek gets the and one again, already his second of the game. But it's definitely something that speeds up the game. We don't have to wait for dead balls. You can get guys in whenever you want to. There's already some controversy that we experienced in the ABA last year about when subs are allowed and when they aren't. For instance, when a team turns the ball over, it's not a dead ball, so you can't sub there. Some refs who are used to a high school game, right, let people sub there. I think I got a technical call on me once for arguing about it politely. And, so I think that an on-the-fly sub rule would get rid of that. What do you think about on-the-fly subs? You like it? Is it too different?
I would be in favor of it as well. We already have like that quick inbounds. I think it kind of coincides with that. It's to progress the game, keep it going instead of having all these stoppages.
Yeah. Number 7 on the line here. He's picked it up pretty well here in the first half. Called his number a couple times already. He misses the free throw, but Kyrie was ready for it, I guess, or maybe he only thought he got one. I couldn't tell there, but I do like that there's like actually people on the line this time for free throws. Something we didn't see a whole lot there in the second game in particular last week. Might be difficult for the stat keeper, Jason says. One of the things I like, though, is they still got to check in. You still go to the scorer's table, you check in, you just say who you're going in for, but you can go in whenever you want. But not too bad. Yeah. Number 7 with the crossover, just misses it. I think if he takes a couple steps back and shoots those as threes instead of mid-rangers, I think more of them will go. Rico can't decide what to do. He pulls back. And hits Mike. Fade away on the bucket. He can go both ways with that, apparently, Mike Hughes. Kevin Cameron playing defense all the way up the court. Airball three-pointer. Joe Bird looking up the court and hits Kevin. I thought he was going all the way first. Someone down. Or Kevin Cameron for 3. Not quite, but rebound by Mike Hughes. He puts it in. A little bit of frustration there by the Blue Demon player. Felt like he got pushed, but rebounding is a physical game. Number 7 again going to work. He got blocked that time by Tyree Johnson. Something we've seen a couple times now from Tyree is to get some blocks. You wouldn't think it based on his height. He's not exceptionally tall, but does a good job getting a hand up at the right moment to block to the basketball. Joe Bird playing defense here. Not well enough, though, as number 40 hits the three-pointer. I got to tell you, my predictions for key players for the other team are so good. It's almost like I've already seen this game.
Yeah.
It's insane. Nostra Frosty in the house. Jay Spacely, another one of our co-owners there with a prediction that Mike Pugh gets first team All ABA. I can see it, man. Mike is a spark plug for us. He was once upon a time thought of as the face of the Indiana Lions, looking for a change of scenery, and has really, really performed awesome for us both on and off the court. It's been a real blessing to have Mike, and we're happy to have him back for season 2. Shot by the Blue Demons. That goes off. And they've hit a little bit of a cold streak here, as it's 28 to 40 something here, with almost 6 minutes to go. Rico goes back to the foul line for his third and fourth free throws, which is more than the Instigators average just the game, I think, in the ABA line. We didn't get the free throw line a whole lot, but Rico does. And what's great about Rico is he hits them. So happy to see that.
Yeah, I definitely think that was one of the areas we could improve upon from last year is the free throw line, both trips and when we make it to the free throw line to increase that percentage.
That's right. We were about a 65% free throw shooting team last year, which is terrible. No other way to put that stat. It was terrible. We have seen on the IBL so far much improved performance from the stripe. So that's good to see something guys have been working on. Number 40 there. Gets the foul, Tyree. Tyree thought he went straight up. Debatable. He'll go back to the line as well. The referee with a little bit of ball movement there. That's pretty nice to see. He makes the first one. I also like the big three free throw rule of you get one free throw for however many points it is. So if you hit it, you get both points. If you miss it, you don't get them. Anything to speed the game up.
Yeah.
He misses both free throws there. Or no, he made one or two. Sorry. Rico double team. Smart. Tyree gets blocked going in the triple team, but Rico will take the three-pointer and put it in. Rico has, in the first couple games, we really saw him go to the free throw line. We are here too, but there he's got some range as well. Rico pointing out the defense there. Great pick and roll execution by the Blue Demons. Don't quite make it, and Mike's off to the races. 3-on-2. What a pass by Mike Q, and unfortunately Kevin Cameron turns the ball over. No look pass. That was pretty nifty there by Mike Q in the real. And the Blue Demons stepped out of bounds there, so that'll be Instigators' ball. Daffy Duck coming up. Nice pass to Rico. Kevin Cameron, as you can hear him announce, that's an and one by Kevin Cameron. Again, Kevin fired up being the third member of our broadcast team, really being that sideline reporter. I was surprised Rico didn't take that up there. Instead, decided to lay it off to Kevin, but it worked out well. Kevin Cameron, one of the reasons I like him a lot is he's left-handed.
Yeah, not too many left-handed players.
Are they the Blue Demons or the Blue Jays? Their uniforms look like the Blue Jays, but they are indeed the Blue Demons. That's a three-point shot there. Miss. Feels like the Blue Demons' shots have just been a little bit off tonight. Kevin gets blocked by number 3. Seems to be talking a little bit of trash. Good defense by Joe Bird, not even looking at his guy. But it works out. Rico with the pass down court for Mike Q. Wow, what a pass by Mike. That's in for Joe. Wow. Mike Q really with the distance. And we're going to go to a timeout. So we will go to a commercial break here as Kevin Cameron fires up the non-existent crowd. Oh, we're not in a timeout. We'll hold on the commercial break until an actual timeout, apparently. Joe Bird with a three-pointer. Resisting Rico strikes. Kevin Cameron is hyped about the run the Instigators are on, as they're up by at least 21 now, 50 to 29. Another miss. Rico brings it. I like Rico in this point guard position he's been playing. really good with the ball. As he takes that right to the hoop. Just doesn't make a bad decision. Number 2 going to the hoop. No one's looking. He gets fouled though. He almost snuck that one into the lane. Good.
We might have to mic up Kevin for some of these games.
I know. The question though is like, how do you get the mic far enough away so you can catch him, but he doesn't blow it out? You know, you have to like hang it on a shoestring. The Blue Demons hit 1 or 2 free throws to close the gap to 20 something. Good screen by Mike Pugh there. Tyree says, "Why not?" and brings the 3. Kevin Cameron with the full court defense now. He dropped his ankle there a bit. We'll cut that in post. No one sees that one. Poor Kevin. Behind the back, out of bounds pass at a Blue Demon. And here go the quick instigators. This is something we want to see more often. Quick throw in. Mike Pugh goes almost all the way over the back there on the foul. He jumped a little higher, they jumped over him. See the Blue Demons making an attempt to slow the game down quite a bit. They run a lot of pick and roll, which is something I'd like to see us do more often. That is a turnover by the Blue Demons. Tyree Johnson bringing the ball up the court. Nope, he's going to pass to Kevin. Kevin's dangerous from three-point range right about here. He's going to go to the hoop. And he gets the end one. He's apparently a god, according to him. That's good. A little bit of a conversation going on about the word Kevin Cameron used. I think we got to stop at the play here. A little bit of a discussion going on right here. Let's get back to the action in just a second here. We'll say this game is played in the church, so you want to make sure that you're respectful of your surroundings and other players. So just a little bit of a warning there for one of the players to make sure that they do that. Clock's still running, though, which is unorthodox. A lot going on. You know, these games are run by a small group of folks. So, like, every now and then things like that happen. They make the adjustments. They do a really good job. They do a great job. The 3 bringing the ball up the court. Started off hot. It's kind of cooled off a little bit here as the half is long down. Not here. Off the mark. Tyree Johnson with a tough rebound. He's going to bring it up with 30 seconds to go. So the Instigators are calling to hold for the last shot. Tyree says no thanks and puts in 3. There's no shot clock in the IBL, so they could have held for the last shot, but Tyree was feeling it and put it right in. Mike Pugh with the steal and just extended the arm a little bit too much there. They called for the foul. Handshakes all around. That's the 4th foul on Mike Pugh. Their players are fouled out at 6 fouls in this game, so he's in a little bit of foul trouble. Number 2 shoots the free throw. Number 1, they were in a bonus for 1-on-1. He misses. Kevin with the rebound. And Mike posterized Blue Demons. Woo! And then Mike with the steal, almost missed another bucket. What a way to end the half by Mike Pugh. As the Instigators are up 30-something, as it's 30 to 60-something, rather, as we can tell from the scoreboard. Let's take a quick commercial break. What do you say, Jake? And then we'll get right back to it after that.
Yeah.
Well, we're back. Jake, what's your take there of the first half of Instigators basketball here in week 2 of the IBL?
Yeah, a couple of different things. Nice to see the start by Jackson, first time on the court as any part of an Instigators team, and he got us off first few baskets and playing down low. He did a nice job, and then the continued leadership from last week from Rico. That's really nice to see from the new guys. And then continuing from what we saw from last year from some of the guys as well. Joe with his ball handling, as well as some of the 3-point shots. Mike as well with his ball handling, and then the dunk and the almost dunk and some acrobatic
Wow. Yeah.
defense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool to see. I'm really interested to see. We said, this is an NCAA type game, and so generally you expect the scores to be like college basketball, somewhere between 60 and 80 points. Right now, the Instigators are on pace to win this game 120 to 60, based on the score right here. They're up 60 to 30 at halftime. We just got word from downstairs as well. As you can see him warming up now. JoJo Hart has made it to the game at halftime. It's about a 5-hour drive for JoJo to get to the game. So a 9 o'clock start time was a little too early for him, but he's there for the second half of this game. He's going to start the second half, and then he's going to play in the second game as well. So another OG Instigator on the court. Can't wait to see what he does. And can't wait to see how the Blue Demons respond, because I know they're not going to lay down. I know they're going to put forth an effort equal to what they're capable of, and we're going to see a really exciting game as we launch back into this. All right, the second half's about to begin here. It looks like we're going to get the inbound.
Might have to come this way a little bit.
So the starters, it looks like for the Instigators, let's see who we got here. We got Joe, we got Jackson, we got Mike. I know we got JoJo. I'm missing Rico. Those are our 5 starters here for the second half as the inbound comes into the Instigators. JoJo assuming his point guard role, which was something we saw a lot, particularly in the first half of the season for the Instigators. Kind of camera missed the shot there. Blue Demons looking to get something started. And JoJo Hart with a steal on the first defensive possession. Tries to get the assist there. I wish he had just taken it up. But he's just gotten in the game, trying to steal it out. It was worth a shot. But nonetheless, Instigators get the ball back after a throwaway by the Blue Demons. But JoJo, man, was one of the best guys as far as stealing the basketball on the team last year. Fade away by Jackson Stone. Also a tough rebound and assist by Kevin Cameron as Jackson Stone hits double digits. Yeah, Jackson only played about half of the first half and had 8 points in that time. He's already at 10 here as Kevin Cameron gets the steal. Weaves his way through traffic, gets the assist there to Rico. That's 2 quick assists for Kevin Cameron and the steal and rebound. Good start for him in this half.
Yeah, some nice defense.
Yeah, it's definitely something good to see from Kevin. He definitely put forth full effort on defense. Jackson with the block. A little bit of a mess there, but Kevin Cameron picks it up. And Kevin stepped out of bounds, or a backcourt violation. We couldn't see it. But I was there, so I saw it. Unfortunately, backcourt violation trying to avoid some folks, and that's a turnover for the Instigators. As the Blue Demons just throw the ball out of bounds there. Kevin bringing it up in the point guard position. It'll be interesting to see. Kevin shoots a three here, airballs it, unfortunately. You know, it's still trying to figure out with Kevin. I think the guys are as well. Is Kevin a one or a two? That's one of the things they're really trying to figure out there. And so I'd like to see him bring the ball up the court a couple times as Joe gets the block there. And then Rico gets mugged, but the ball goes to the Instigators. So I like to see him bring the ball up the court there, see what he can do with it. Obviously, he's not getting any pressure there, but it's really important to see what decisions he's making to see, if he's someone that you want during the offense in every possession. Missed by the Instigators, but that goes in there for the Blue Demons. Instigators are up 70-something to 32 here with just under 3 minutes gone by. Jackson with that mid-range shot, like we talked about earlier, gets up to about 12 points. Didn't keep official stats for the game, but looking at head stats. 3-pointer by the Blue Demons. Hits the back of the rim, and Kevin brings the ball up again. You can see the Instigators slowing it down quite a bit. Up, over 30 points. What do you expect? They're going to slow it down probably and burn some clock here in the second half. Because they do, again, have a second game to play today. So going full out in the first game will put you vulnerable in the second game if you're way ahead. So, I'm sure we're going to see it next. JoJo's a little different because JoJo didn't play in the first half at all, just out there. So he's got a little bit more energy than anyone else. I think that's what we're seeing with some of the early miscues. Number 7 taking the ball all the way. He makes it. Now JoJo bringing the ball up. Good mixture of guys bringing the ball up the court. We've seen, I think, 4 different guys now bring the ball up the court. Rico with the missed deep three, and we're definitely seeing a little bit different style of basketball from both teams here. One team taking a lot of threes to try to come up from behind, and another team trying to honestly slow the game down and get through it as quickly as possible. Jackson with the block. I think that's his 3rd block of the game. And a 3-pointer by the Blue Demons. Kevin thought about the 3 there. Good cut. Couple of good cuts. That's something we didn't see a whole lot last week, where guys cutting through the paint to get open as Jackson makes another shot. Seen it a lot more this game. It's going to great effect. We had Alex Brown last year who had something like 65 blocks last season. And we've seen Jackson with 3 here. Can you imagine the 2 of them on the court at the same time? As we watch some of the fans dribbling the ball.
Yeah, definitely would set up a pretty scary defense.
Yeah. We've seen Jackson play defense a lot more on the perimeter than maybe AB does. His forte is definitely down low. So it's a good mix of 2 guys, definitely 2 big guys, but play very different styles of basketball, and I think are really complementary of each other once we get them both on the court. Unfortunately, we couldn't this week, but hopefully soon. Rico with the rebound right to Jackson. This is Joe. It's a fake shot. Takes it all away, but no, Jackson with the rebound and another bucket. And the Blue Demons get a cheap one there. We get to 42. Much slower pace this half. Oh, timeout called right as Kevin Cameron shoots the 3. It doesn't count because of the timeout. One of the things that the guys talked about going into this game, last week we only had 6 players, I think, playing. Guys were getting pretty fatigued. In the ABA, you have 3 timeouts per half, 2 fulls in a 30-second. Here in the IBL, you have 5 timeouts per half. So we talked about using some of those when our roster is a little smaller to get guys a breath. So I assume that's what this timeout is here. We saw a lot of guys just kind of walking around a little fatigued, so an opportunity for them to catch their breath a little bit. regroup, and then get back into it. So a smart timeout there by the Instigators, even though they're up 30 or so points in this game.
And no media timeouts either.
No media timeouts, yeah. Which is really disrespectful to us. When are we supposed to use our commercials? You know, like no one thought about that. Kevin misses, try to get a 3-pointer back, and missed it that time. Ooh, good move. Basket doesn't quite go in. That's Blue Demons basketball. That was a good move though by number 7. Fake the pass to go up for the layup. Really good stuff. Just didn't quite fall his way. Yeah, Blue Demons are just a little bit off today. You can tell. You know, a lot of those things will usually go into them. So that happens, everybody. We saw that last week with our team. We definitely understand how that feels for folks. JoJo with the behind the back pass. Can't quite hold on to it. And missed dunk number 3. So if you had over 2.5 on this dunk on this game, you bet just hit. Congratulations. But still, really impressive to get up there and to get the ball in. Happens sometimes, especially if your legs are tired. But it's fun to watch. Rico misses. Kevin almost gets rebound again. Kevin has been really good at flashing in there to get those rebounds. Again, undersized compared to a lot of the players he plays against, because Rico strips the ball there. But highly effective getting rebounds. Reminds me a lot of LaJuan Whitney in that way, who had a ton of rebounds. I think he averaged something like, behind the back, averaged about 5 rebounds a game. This dunk number 4 in this game, as Jackson Stone joins the party. World's Worst Dunk Contest happening in the IBL today. 3-pointer by the Blue Demons, as they're doing a lot of cherry picking right now, holding one guy back, basically playing 4-on-5. Down 30, that's kind of what you got to try to do. Haven't been able to make much of a dent in the score, though, as the Instigators made enough buckets to keep themselves on pace, as Rico gets one in. I think next year I'm going to petition the IBL, though, to add the 3D rule. You know, I think that'd be great. My favorite ABA rule. Another shot there, just missed. But the Blue Demons do get it back on the 3rd shot. And it's 44-79 now. I just saw the score in the corner. So, Instigators up 35. JoJo airballs there. You can tell JoJo just hasn't quite had enough time to warm up before this game started. Jason wants to go full hockey with defensive and offensive line changes. Or lacrosse, I guess. Lacrosse does a good job of that. They have some rules. And there's our 5th dunk of the game. Wow. I might put together a highlight reel of missed dunks in this game. As Joe Bird, who rarely attempts a dunk, and in fact told me before the game, I said, you got to dunk it. And he goes, that takes too much energy. And then he went for it and missed it. So I guess he's right. If Jackson hits another mid-range, he'll put them at 15 points or so.
I know you can do it, though. I've seen him do it in warm-ups before.
Yeah, Joe can definitely dunk. Yeah. Maybe he just got nervous there. It's 81-50 now, 31-point lead by your Instigators. Rico misses there. Rare miss for Rico at the hoop, as the game's getting a little sloppy on both ends. Steal by Tyree Johnson, though. As we look at everyone's disappointed faces instead of the game. There's the ball. Cameron with the 3 left, wide open. Normally he can make a team pay for that, but it didn't go in that time. Another quick outlet by the Blue Demons. But it's still a 31-point game here with 10 minutes to go. We're halfway through the second half. That guy is not a Blue Demon. Does not have a game ball. Jackson Stone with another shot. Those uniforms look a little bit like the Blue Demon uniforms, though. Man, could you imagine trying to shoot a 3-pointer over Jackson Hill when he's jumping like that? That was a good shot. Good shot by the Blue Demons player there. I think that was number 3 that made that shot. Still with the hesitation, step back 3. Not quite. Just heard Mike Pugh yell from the bench, "Play for real." So it feels like he's getting a little lackadaisical here. And again, that's just a good example of team leaders coaching each other and reminding folks why they're here, right? This is for us to get our chemistry together as Tyree makes the 3. Obviously winning the Gold Cup, winning the Super Cup is super important. But just as important as getting the team doing the right things and getting in the right habits as we're gearing up for season 2 of the ABA season 2. Tyree Johnson nearly hits another 3. Mike Pugh with the rebound and brings it out to reset the offense. I think that was just a little reminder as Mike actually now checks into the game and checks in for Kevin. Jackson with another one of those mid-rangers. Almost goes. I think that's the first one he's missed. Jackson with solid defense to alter the shot there. Joe Bird gets fouled. And Joe casually shoots the ball and puts it in. They're catching up as right. Jason Wright says that net 4 is down by my count to 29-point lead. It's a shot by Joe Bird, makes his free throw. Again, good free throw shooting today by the Instigators. I don't think they've missed one yet, have they?
I don't recall.
I can't recall a miss, yeah. First shot by number 10 there. Misses, unfortunately. Mike with the rebound and the outlet. Even with 2 defenders around him. Jojo misses, but there we go with Jackson Hill with the putback dunk. That's our second made dunk. So dunks are 40% tonight. 2 for 5 for those of you keeping track. Make by the Blue Demons here. It's at 59-87. Another lay-in by Mike Pugh. Instigators are. We see the team that beat us last week warming up on the sideline. They got the next game. Jason says Jackson is looking deadly. I can't disagree with that at all. He's looking great out there. Number tape 91. And 10. This is the shot again. That's the second 3 attempt and second miss as we start the game. And here comes Tyree Johnson. A little bit of a hesitation, goes to a drive, thinks better of it, and then the pass to Mike. He just misses. Three-point attempt by number 10. That one goes. And the Blue Demons now are over 60 points in this game, making a really good strong scoring. Already scored more points with 6 minutes to go or so in this game than they did last time. So more points for them already. It's good showing. Mike Pugh posting up player here. Double team sneaking up. Went for that fadeaway. Misses at that time. Blue Demons turn around with the rebound. That's a missed shot there. Joe with the rebound. A little bit of a scramble behind the back. Brings the ball up the court. Nearly falls on his face there. Did you see that? Just over half court. And then gets the layup. I don't even know what to say about that play.
I don't know. That's why he had that Looney Tunes jersey on.
I guess so. He like misses, drops the rebound, gets it, goes kind of wild behind the back, trips over the free throw line, dribbles around kind of wildly around a couple players, and then just makes like the weirdest layup look easy. That's Joe Bird, Larry Bird, in a nutshell. Evan Cameron's checked back into the game. Good movement of the ball again by the Instigators. Jackson gets the easy layup. Jackson approaching 20 points if he's not there already. Layup attempt by the Blue Demons is no good. Joe looking for the quarterback pass. There it is. Apparently it was a turnover. Shot by the Blue Demons, and that goes in. Blue Demons have 65 here with about 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game. Kevin Cameron with the missed three. And Blue Demons just passed the ball out of bounds. This is the part of the game where we say the guys are really hooping, but they're not really playing basketball at this point. As both teams, I think, have kind of realized this game is about over. JoJo Hart with the three, and he puts it on. That's a 2-3. And the Instigators break 100 points here for the first time in IBL play. 65 to 101 right now. Kevin Cameron knocks the ball out of bounds. Good up by him there, and to not commit a foul. Really well done. Blue Demons inbound and make the basket. That was a really good inbound play there. Kevin Cameron, the only player left on the court running, really. Not sure what happened there, if he made a basket, but Joe Bird with the takeaway. I'm not going to say steal, but tried to go behind the back. And the dunk there. So dunks are, what was that, 5 misses and 3 makes. So 3 for 8 tonight on the dunk contest. Usually a higher percentage of that for dunks, I would say.
I think typically it's over 50%.
Yeah, as JoJo drains another 3. Seems to have found his stroke. We're going to watch all these guys dribble basketball. Good job. That's a missed layup, but he saves it. Number 10. He's 1 for 4. Jackson going coast to coast. He will with the layup. Nice shot by Jackson. Way to end the game by Jackson. There's about a minute and a half left in this game. Three-pointer by the Blue Demons. That goes in. And sounds like we have a inbound here. And another missed dunk. So, dunks are 3 for 9, 33% here in the fourth quarter, or in the first game here. 3 for 9. There's another shot by the Blue Demons. 30 seconds to go as Kevin Cameron bounces the ball off another player. Not quite sure why. $20 seconds here as the Blue Demons take a shot, missed it. Rebound by Kevin. He's going to pass it here. And, oh my God, Corey Kern's checked into the game. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he missed it. Oh, that sucks. He tried, though. Rare sighting by the owner in the game. He goes 0 for 1. And the Instigators win 109-73 here in the third game of IBL. So Jake, what are your takeaways there?
You could definitely see it. It looks like there's a little bit more team chemistry this week going on. Um, definitely going from that first week of games, a lot more high scoring than that. And then obviously Jackson started off that game pretty strong. And then,
Yeah.
whenever he was on the court, he did pretty well down low. Rico continued to show what he's capable of for the new signings. Some nice defense as well by the other two new guys. And then, more of what we'd like to see from last year. But that last guy that shot, I think we may have to have a discussion if he deserves the spot on the roster.
I'll say though, it was a mid-range shot in his defense, the lowest percentage shot in basketball. It did go in the hoop a little bit and then come out. It wasn't a terrible shot. You know what I mean? So I think we should give him another try. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm open to some more tries in the IBL, but we'll have to weigh our options once it comes to ABA.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Jay says from HC to HC, head coach to he's cut. Jason says he'd like to run and get them in tip-top condition shape. Really interesting point there, Jason. I was watching the WNBA, the Fever game here right before I turned this on. And one of the things they said, one of the announcers said, which is, obvious but also not obvious, is that the only way to get into basketball shape is to play basketball. Running drills and doing all these other things aren't going to get you there. And so, that's kind of what we're seeing there, right? Our team looked really like tired in the second game in particular last week. It'll be really interesting this week to see how that's improved or if that's improved for some of these guys, because a lot of these guys played those games last week. So it'll be interesting. And it'll also be interesting to see how someone like Jackson, who didn't play last week, how he responds to playing 2 40-minute games instead of an ABA 48-minute game. So still more basketball. They did get a little bit longer of a layoff here. These games were about 3 hours, 2 hours apart. And so they got a little bit more of a layoff. It's not back to back. And so I'm excited to see, with a little bit of time to rest and relax, or maybe even actually stretch out before the game, will be good to see. But the big thing that I think we should pay attention here for this game, though, is that Joe Bird is wearing one of the ugliest jerseys I've ever seen in my life. In that green and pink jersey. Give me your take on that jersey before we start this game.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out. I was gonna say, did he do an outfit change before this game? I don't know. It's unique. I don't know if I'll necessarily hate on it, but it's definitely unique.
Well, you're a better man than I am, because I'm definitely gonna hate on it.
Yeah.
That thing is terrifying to me. So we'll see how many. Put in the chat the over under of costume changes for Joe Bird throughout this second game here, as we're about to get IBL basketball underway for game 2.
He did have a costume change last week as well.
He did. He changed out of his jersey into a white shirt. So anything is possible with Joe Bird. He's the Katy Perry of the Instigators. Jojo turns the ball over here. Playing against the basketball team here. Again, I don't know much about any of these teams, but I was told by some of the guys standing around that they're pretty good. So we'll see how we match up against the basketball team. Our team now mostly wearing black except for Joe, and their team wearing mostly white. So we should be able to come apart pretty well. That's a missed 3-pointer by Kevin Cameron there. 3-pointer by basketball team, and Joe Bird in that jersey with the rebound. Joe with the nice assist to Jackson Stone. That's exactly what you're talking about with Joe Bird, right? His assists are insane. He put that right where only Jackson could get it. Jackson took it right back up. Did not hesitate at all. Didn't bring it back down. Used his height. Got an easy basket. You can mostly see the scoreboard here this time. It appears it was adjusted, but adjusted the wrong way, or too far the right way. So at least we can see the score. Good little curl there, and then the screener gets open, makes a pass outside. 3-point shot. Good defense by Rico, and Kevin with the rebound. One thing I'll say about all 5 guys on the court at any point that we've seen this weekend, everyone's eyes are up as soon as they rebound the ball to see if they can get the ball up court fast. As Kevin dances through the lane and gets the point, which is good to see. So for those of you keeping track, we are the home score in this game down below. We've been the away score for all the other games, but this is our first time as the home team. So let's go undefeated as the home team as Kevin gets fouled there. It is not an and one, because if it were, you would hear Kevin yelling and one. Rico actually also with the costume change, wearing a black jersey now, with Joe Bird's name on the back of it. It's a BBB jersey, who's one of the teams that beat us last week. So interesting stuff. And that's a miss there by the Instigators, or by the basketball team. But the Instigators rebound the ball there. Outlet pass by Rico. Pump fake by Joe. And he's fouled going to the line. Joe misses his first free throw. Looks at the ball as if it did something wrong. Question by Jason. Was the new head coach in attendance this game? Not coaching, but they're just watching. Interesting question there by Jason. Jason's clearly one of our fan voters and a Patreon subscriber. Breaking exclusive news that we have indeed signed a new head coach for the Instigators. They were not in attendance in this game. We actually signed them today, so they weren't in attendance for this game, but we hope to see them. If you too want news ahead of everybody else, make sure you go over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/Apex Athletic Collective and become a patron today, so you can get all the behind-the-scenes updates and news about your Instigators throughout the off-season and 2024-25 season. Look at that, the graphics there.
Yeah, we still got that banner.
Jake is always on it. Rico with the miss and the rebound and the make, padding his own stats. Well done, Rico Spike. One person who didn't make a costume change that makes me happy is that our boy Jackson Stone's still wearing the duct tape 91, as it should be. It says he's looking forward to finding out who they are and meeting a new coach. Me too. No one told me. Missed there. Rebound there by Joe Bird. All right, maybe I don't hate this jersey because it's clearly motivating Joe Bird. He's playing really well to start this game. Kevin with the rebound. Good pass out to JoJo. Ooh, in and out. Just like my shot at the end of the first game. In and out. Again, every now and then you will hear whistles that aren't attributed to us. Those are whistles to the game happening behind the magic curtain, as 2 games in the IBL are played at once, as you can see back there. Oh, good question for Jake.
Yeah.
Tell us about the movie. What's going on? When's it out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, as much of a movie star as AB, but I'll have, I think, a background scene in the movie. The target date is Halloween, so hopefully it still comes out then. If I get any further updates, I'll definitely be sharing those.
Yeah, I mean, Halloween's the perfect time for a horror movie, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to take the Jakey Muffins nickname to the next level in that.
Is that the name of your character in the movie?
That's what I told them to call me. I mean, I don't have an official name, but there is. My character does have a scene involving a muffin.
Oh well, I am definitely on there. A little bit of a mini skyhook there by Jackson Stone, starting right where he left off, and your Instigators are up 13-5 here, with a little over 5 minutes gone in the first half. Joe went for the whole block there and just missed, and was taking over the foul. That's a free throw made here by the basketball team. So what do you want to? What are you looking for, game 2 versus game 1, in a format like this? Like, as an owner, what do you want to see from the Instigators?
I'm looking to see the same kind of intensity that we saw in the first game, hopefully in this second one, and we see that right there with the steal by Jackson and the layup there.
That was beautiful, yeah. Jackson rebound again. Whistle not ours. Jackson bringing the ball up the court. We did put Dylan in at point guard second half of the season, so anyone can play it. We're not opposed to point forward. Ooh, just a little bit of a mystery there. That's a play that I think those two guys will work out as they build more chemistry. Another three. That goes in. We're getting a 15-10 game here as the basketball team really using the three-pointer to keep themselves in the game. Evan Cameron Evan with the steal. Look at that. A couple times we've seen his hustle really pay off for the Instigators. His motor just doesn't stop. Unfortunately, another missed three. Gonna get a zoom shot of the referee for some reason. He's looking like he's doing a good job. AI camera, what can I say? You know, sometimes it doesn't get it 100% right, but that's okay. It just makes the fun clip. Jackson sets the screen to get JoJo open. He dishes over to Rico, who thinks about a three. Rico apparently reading Mike Hughes' playbook with the straightaway. Instead, he'll take the assist and give it right back to Jackson. He's got 6 points already in this game. Also, the hot start he was in the first game. Kevin with a nice defense, and Jackson the rebound. JoJo slows it down a bit. JoJo buries the three. Something he did so much for us last year. I've seen that scene about a million times. I'll never get tired of it. Jackson with another rebound. You know, despite the lead 20-12, we are seeing a little bit of fatigue from some guys. Not quite moving up and down the court as quick as they were, but still super effective. And playing well as Rico gets called for the foul there. I thought that was a clean steal, but he must have touched it somewhere. We couldn't get the mark in right now. Nonetheless, good play by Instigators. Oh, three-pointer here. I think that was a three-pointer by the basketball team. All right, there's a huge debate going on in the gym. I want to hear what you think. The basketball team, creative name or lazy name?
I don't know. I had a lot of fun making that graphic for them this week.
Yeah, no, that was a great graphic.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely. I mean, it's a lazy name, but if you have a cool like logo or something to go with it, I think it's a good name.
All right, yeah. We're guys on both sides of the fence, you know. As Joe almost has the ball taken away, but he gets it back. I like it too. As Joe gets the lay in there. I like it. You know, it's like the basketball tournament. Like everything is like the sport thing now, right? So I like that. I'll go with that. Yeah, to take off the PBT, the basketball tournament. Yeah, totally. Or the soccer tournament, or they just started this year. So yeah, I'm for it. Kevin with the rebound and the putback makes the shot. That's a tough shot for Kevin. Height disadvantage, kind of a little bit of a reverse scoop shot when he gets to him.
Yeah, and I'm sure our guy Tuzi, he could probably whip up some pretty cool logos for the basketball team.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys don't follow Tuzi Designs on Instagram, definitely follow them. Killer logo, graphic designer. He actually made our logo, the Instigators. But it's yeah, he's a great designer. Go follow him on Instagram at Tuzi Designs. Inbound here by the basketball team. Again, something I think that our team can take away from a lot of these IBL teams, the use of screens and cut. Something that we got to bet into our game a lot more than we did last year, a lot less ISO this year. And so as guys are watching that film, I know they're picking up on that and how effective that is. I'm sure Coach will have some ideas around that. Jackson just barely missed his shot there. But all of these teams, really, really good basketball as far as moving the ball, as far as setting screens on and off the ball, as far as finding lanes to cut through. Really well done. And with that, the basketball team cut the lead down to 6. Closest the game's been in a while. Jackson misses and gets the rebound, puts it in. Love the second chance points by the Instigators today, too. Several times we've seen guys get their own rebound, put it right back up, and not just give up. Couldn't see that. Jackson in a mismatch here. Pretty well defensive. So he kept him in front of him and forced him into a 3-point shot that he didn't make. So decent defense by Jackson on the perimeter. As JoJo puts another one in. Man, JoJo's caught fire here since he warmed up. Another 3-point attempt missed. Putback attempt missed. And Mike Q gets the rebound. The lead is back to 10. Q brings the ball up. Goes coast to coast with the lay-in. The Instigators at 12. Already the Instigators at 32 points here with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Basically, JoJo is 50. That's an understatement, man. That guy will put everybody on the skate. Good drive there, but good job by JoJo forcing him baseline and missed the shot. Mike almost threw it to the wrong team. Guy was wearing a black shirt. Nearly got him. Missed 3-pointer there by Kevin Cameron. A lay-in by the basketball team. I almost called them the blue team. I almost mixed the two team names. The blue team would be a terrible team name.
Yeah.
Jackson loses the handle a bit there, but JoJo recovers. Mike Q directing the offense. Good communication by the guys there. Seeing a softball screen by Jackson, well done. Tyree gets the ball blocked. Mike Q with the rebound now. He's going to reset the offense. Good thing about no shot clock, right? The guys can set this. We don't have this much time, obviously, in the ABA with the 24-second shot clock. But good use of the rules here. Mike yelling for people to cut. Love to hear. I honestly love to hear the guys on the court, hearing what they're saying, what they're talking about. I think it's a really cool experience. Ball goes to Jackson here in the post. Double team and the steal. A lot of good things in that possession, just unfortunately not a basket. The half alley-oop there by the basketball team. That goes good. That was a really good play. Here's the ball from going out of bounds and got it in the bucket. Smart not going for a dunk, too, because as we know, dunks are only about a 33% success rate today.
Yeah.
Tyree Johnson, that's a shot we've seen him hit a couple times. I don't mind him taking that shot there. I just think quite land. Not by number 24, isn't it? Hold streak a little bit by both teams here. So we've held to 8 for a couple of possessions now. JoJo misses a 3 as well. See, those are kind of the shots you kind of want to see go away. We didn't have anybody there. JoJo makes up for it here with the steal and the answer. But that's something we saw too much for these games last year. The guy with the ball ahead of everybody else taking a 3-pointer and missing. You really, again, like my preference at least is if you got 3 or 4 players ahead of you, rather than stopping and shooting the 3, wait for everybody to catch up. What do we think of this team name? Free throw, but JoJo gets his own rebound. Riga has it, resets to Kevin. Kevin thought about a 3. Instead goes to the layup. I'd much rather see Kevin do that. Kevin is known for 3-point shots. He's been really effective getting to the rim, and less effective with a 3-pointer. He probably needs to be think about being more aggressive like that from time to time. This happened. Rebounded by the basketball team. 2-3. Doesn't quite go. And Mike, too, with the quick hands in the steal. Oh, I thought Mike was about to cook him. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was going to cook him. He just barely lost that ball. Team brings the ball back up and shoots the 3. Misses Kevin Cameron. See, same thing. Your whole team's behind you. Don't stop and shoot that 3. There's few guys in the world that you're okay with doing that in a pro basketball setting, and all of them are in the NBA, frankly. Much rather see both teams just, pull back, wait for you guys to catch up, set up something, and get a better look. Comes with a screen there by number 2. Yes, and Joe Bird in that jersey with the I'm not going to lie, it's growing on me. Because he makes it. How can I not like that jersey now?
Seems to be working out well.
Yeah, it's working for him. As the Instigators now grow the lead to 15, cut it down to 13 as the basketball team. And apparently, Mike didn't want to bring the ball up there. That was kind of a little funny exchange. Joe shoots the 3. Nothing doing. I would say the one guy that doesn't seem to have slowed down at all this game is Kevin Cameron. He's flying all over the court, darting guys all the way up the court. It's good to see that. You need those motor guys on your team, right? You need that guy that's never going to stop. Kevin seems to have fulfilled that role today. JoJo's also one of those guys. So it's good to see them both on the court. All right, we're back to the weird we're not going to try to rebound the ball strategy by the basketball team. I don't know that I agree with it, but I guess if he makes both free throws, who cares? Yeah.
There's very few players I'd be fine doing that with.
Yeah. Mike here with the tough basket. Well done. Instigators stretch it back to a 13-point lead here with 3 minutes in the first half. This has been a quick first half.
Yeah.
No timeouts by either team. A lot of up and down basketball. Not many dead balls. No injuries. No technicals. A pretty clean game by both teams. Ooh, that was a good try. Good shot. JoJo's going to definitely push it here and make the shot. Ridiculously talented. Ridiculously hard shot. But JoJo makes it look easy. Good defense there. Guys getting on a man. No open shot. And that goes out of bounds. So 15-point lead here with about 2 minutes to go. Joe looking to see who he needs to inbound the ball to. Apparently the ref. Oh, we get a sub here as Kevin Cameron comes off the court. And Rico Spikes is checked in for Kevin. What an assist by Tyree Johnson there. Looked like one of those where he's going to pop the shot, but man, he fired that in there. Great catch by Mike in the basket. 17-point lead for your Instigators. A little bit of a reach in by Joe. Gets called for the foul. So pretty consistent defensive effort in the first half of both games. This game they held team to 30, where a minute 21 to go. This team's at 28. Good to see. So not quite as much offensive output, but scoring 60 and a half isn't really sustainable in 20 point half. So, can't be too mad about 45 again. About 90 points for both halves, which is a pretty high score. Go with the three-pointer and says, let's make it 48. It's the jersey. It's got to be the jersey. My fault. Talk trash about it. Kyrie with the steal. Kyrie does a lot of good things on the court every time he's on the court. Rarely makes a bad decision. That contested three might be one, but Rico with the steal. Stops for the three. Can't be mad at it if he makes it. So, good shot by Rico Spike. I know I've been hounding it. I don't really like that play, but when it goes in, I can't say anything. Mike with the rebound. 18 seconds to go here. You think your Instigators would stop for the last possession of the half. JoJo says nope and misses there. Blue Demons with the three-pointer. Not Blue Demons, the basketball team. I'm sorry. The basketball team. Mike Q with the rebound. And then the full court shot off the rim. And that ends the half for us. Your Instigators are up 51 to 28 at halftime. What do you say, Jake? We hit a commercial break. We come right back and break down the half.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, what'd you see that half?
A lot of good defense again. You mentioned that in both of these games. And one thing in particular that stood out to me is we continued to go after rebounds. I know some games we've seen our guys kind of get a little lazy with rebounding, but both of these two games that we've seen so far, lots of good defensive closeouts, rebounds, some nice steals. And it seems, like I said, the chemistry is starting to develop within the team already.
Yeah, absolutely agree. That's one of the things I know when we reviewed the season. We thought we could have one of the best rebounding teams in the league, and we did. But a lot of that was on AB and his ridiculous 15, 20 rebound games. But what we're seeing now, a lot more assists, a lot more commitment to the rebound, a lot more of controlling the pace of the game, whether we speed it up or slow it down. Really happy to see that. And yeah, again, another defensive half where we held a team to 30 points or less. That's two in the same day, which is really cool to see. So a lot of really good stuff. So you continue to see Tyree and Rico both play really well. Jackson's played really well. Kevin has had moments where he's really provided a spark to the team. So really good stuff to see. It's fun to see JoJo here for the first week. He's starting to pick it up and starting to try to build some chemistry with these guys. So really fun stuff all around. As we see the guys taking some warm-up shots here, just to keep loose as we are about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. Prediction for a score, Jake, or did you already see the score of this game?
I have not seen it, but I will say it looks like we're on pace for 100. So hopefully we can break 100 again. That'd be pretty nice to have 200 plus.
Okay.
I don't think we'll be able to hold them under 30 again though in the second half.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say like 100 to 65, 70, somewhere in that range.
Okay. That'd be a pretty good win for us. So I hope you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we can keep that up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause,
do you know if
the-
Joe's jersey is it like from something, or is it just like a random jersey?
no, I think it's on one of the teams he played in the IBL. I think is what the jersey is.
Okay.
Basically says 93-76. So he predicts a much closer game in the second half.
Yeah.
Anyone else has predictions, drop them in the chat. We know Jason's got one. Jason, what's your prediction on the score? Anyone else that's watching, throw your prediction out there. Let's see how you get. As once again, the Instigators inbound the ball to start the second half. Rico Spikes starts with the ball here. Shakes off the screen, misses the three-pointer. Don't mind him taking that shot. He's made it more times than he's missed it tonight. So deep three here as that goes in. So first 3 points of the half go to the basketball team. Joe Bird tries to fire right back, and he does. Gets those 3 points right back. Joe's dangerous when he catches fire. It seems like he's caught fire a little bit in this game. And once he gets going, he's unstoppable.
Yeah, he definitely he can get very streaky, and it's very dangerous when that happens.
Yeah. Rico again with another steal. Rico's hands are super impressive to me. Tyree Johnson with another rebound. He throws it up to Jackson. Goaltending is the call, and that basket counts. As Jackson goes with a little bit of a mini skyhook there. Jackson tells me he practices the skyhook pretty regularly. As Kevin gets called for a foul there, reaching foul. And for some reason, the basketball takes a trip all the way to the other end of the court.
I think we've still got
Instigators up 25 here, biggest lead of the game. What are you gonna say?
I think we've got the game audio muted again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You didn't miss anything. Basketball and screeching mostly. Who's producing this thing? The Instigators throw that ball away. I could hear it on my end, so that's fine. Kevin wonders why a bear hug is a foul. We'll have to explain that to him later, I guess. I love when players argue on fouls like that. But of course it was. You were hugging him. Joe with the quick hands and kind of the steal, and Tyree finishes the job. He brings the ball up the court here. Jackson, besides the getting blocked there, which we'll skip, has unfortunately removed the jersey and also gone for a costume change. And there it is, folks, our seventh missed dunk of the night. And Jackson misses the layup there. He'll get it right back, maybe. He and one. Seventh missed dunk of the night. I don't think anyone would have guessed this close with many missed dunks. No, maybe not. But yeah, unfortunately, duct tape jersey gone. You get a costume change and for Jackson. Jackson thought about the steal there. I think they're going to go with a mini trap. 3-point shot. They call that a three. I think it's close on the line. But it looked on the line to me in real time. It did just there too. But you can't get them all. It's hard with only 2 refs. Yeah, that's why the ABA is. Jackson gets another shot. Jackson's at about 400 points this weekend. But that's why the ABA has 3 refs. You know, it's impossible to call a game 100% with only 2 refs. These guys honestly have done a really good job all 4 games. So, grateful to have them. As Kevin Cameron brings the ball up. Real low to the ground there with that dribble. Hesitates and decides to go out to Jackson, who goes for 3. Not really his game, but why not? When you're up 26. Even blocks the shot. Gets his own rebound. Passes it to Rico with the spin move. I don't know what that was besides the turnover, but it was a good try. It looked good. One of those high-risk plays. Kevin gets the rebound. Again, Kevin just outrunning everybody on the court right now with 60 minutes to go. And he's pumped about that.
And he definitely has an unmatched intensity.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's fun to see. And there it is, our 8th missed dunk of the night. Jackson goes up to the lay-in, puts it in. Jeez. Jackson, I was standing right there when Jackson complained to the ref. Jackson said, that's definitely a foul, and the ref said, and I quote, "You're up 30." And then that was kind of the end of that conversation. So. I think both had valid points there. If JoJo loses the handle. Three-pointer here by the basketball team. Unfortunately, doesn't go in for them. It's a 28-point lead now here for your Instigators. Kyrie looking at a three-pointer. Misses it. Jay says the rims are definitely 15 feet. I think they're probably like 10 feet 2 inches. Is what it looks like to me. Everyone's just barely not getting up there. Jackson with the turnaround and hits it. Just smooth as butter. Jackson Stone. Every shot, man. Missed about 3 shots all night. Seems to be a really good pickup should the Instigators sign him. Again, technically, until today, none of these players were under contract. We're finally getting the contracts finalized and signed. So just because you see them in the IBL doesn't mean they'll necessarily play for us, although their performance here will go a long way to determining whether that's the case. And Jackson with a real sky hook there as he gets the Instigators up to 68 here with 13 minutes to go in the second half. Jackson's having one of those games just like Rico did last week. He's really just popping on the tape, doing everything right, showing what he brings to the table. Let's take a close up to him and admire his walk, I guess. Tyree Johnson tries to save Rico tries to save the ball, but unfortunately it goes right into the hands of the basketball team. And down there. Look at that 22-point lead here. Lead's closed up just a little bit here in the last few minutes. As again, I think the Instigators are just kind of taking their foot off the gas a little bit here with the big lead. Something you don't necessarily want to see, although in the second game of a doubleheader, you definitely understand it. And they're doing just enough to keep the lead comfortable. Three-pointer here by the basketball team, and that goes in. That's the lead to 21 points. Sorry, 19 points. Here with 12 minutes to go. Rico with a quick spin and gets the foul. Something he is just already a signature move. And he's not even on the team yet. So great job by Rico, again, getting to the line. Puts it in. As usual, Rico strikes about 90% from the free throw line so far in this tournament. He makes the second. Good close out there by JoJo, and then the steal by Rico, something we've also become accustomed to. He misses the lay-in, unfortunately, but man, look at the work by Tyree Johnson to get the ball and get it back. Rico. Blue collar basketball right there. Really fighting to get the basketball and get it to his guy. Well done. Not by the basketball team, that's this. And JoJo lays it in easily. We'll see. Jay's score is looking decent. Your score could happen. Let's see how these scores are looking. JoJo with the steal. Gets it up to Mike. Got a 2-on-3 situation. Now it's 4-on-3. Kyrie misses the three-pointer there. Again, not sorry for the language there. Kyrie just blew out of bounds. What have you seen this half, Jake?
See, I mean, you could tell there's a little bit more fatigue, but the defense is still pretty solid. Not quite as stellar as it was the first half. As they hit that open three right there.
Yeah.
But still overall like a pretty decent showing on the defensive side.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing, a little bit of crispness gone away on missed shots like that one there that Luka probably doesn't miss in the first game. But again, like these guys are getting their reps, right? They're working on their conditioning. Better than last week, I think, a little bit, to your point. Not quite where we need it to be, but definitely an improvement as Joe goes for another costume change there on the sideline. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good idea, the way he was playing in that jersey.
Yeah, we'll have to keep track and see which outfit does better.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to. We need some advanced statistics for him and Jackson and Rico. Cameron picking him up in the half court. Joe reaches, almost gets the steal. Ooh, foul by Rico. Good play. It's all JoJo come on the help side, though, and make that play difficult, something that you really like to see on the defensive side. So that's good. Mike says, what happened? Murph says, it appears he was fouled from behind. Mike says, that makes sense. And we move on to the free throws. Not a great lip reader, but I'm pretty sure that's what they said. As the basketball team misses the first two. And this is the second one. 0-2 from the free throw line. So, no, there was a foul, but no harm there. So we'll take it. The Instigators still lead this game by 24 points. Blue shirt Joe, pass to Rico here. We throw out to Mike. JoJo with the pass to Kevin. Kevin brings it out to Joe. Joe's looking to make some moves here. Head goes out to Mike. Good ball movement here by the Instigators, something we really like to see. And Mike puts in the three. Really good ball movement there. Good possession by the Instigators to get that open. Number two here. Looks for someone to pass the ball to. Just got swarmed there. And everybody touches the ball there. Cameron finally gets the lay-in. Nice job by the Instigators sharing the ball. That was a little more than you'd like, but it looked nice. Kevin now meeting his opponent right at half court. Rico with the foul. And the ball will remain with the basketball team. Number two, the point guard here for the basketball team, who just made that three, has some pretty good handles, too. A couple times we've seen him in the game, really get out of situations where the Instigators will really come after him. As Kevin goes all the way down the court to Mike for the easy lay-in. That makes it 83-55 here with 9 minutes to go. Honestly, Jay's score doesn't look too bad. Doesn't count the buzzer sound, said Jason. Wrong buzzer, but I hear you. Someone just called JoJo Joseph and said, good job, Joseph, and that made me really uncomfortable. His name is JoJo. Another three-pointer by number two. Hollywood AB in the chat. What up, AB? Joe's trying to decide what to do here. Again, the Instigators up. Something like 25 points or whatever it is. It's stopped by Rico on the putback. The basketball team brings the ball up the court. Another three, something we've seen a lot from them this half. Down a lot, so they're trying to get it back. Number 2 has been super hot. Puts another one in. That's a third in a row, I think.
That's a deep three.
Yeah, to keep his team within 24 points here. Kevin Cameron says, I'll fire back. And unfortunately, it doesn't go. But he does get back to avoid the long outlet pass. So good job by Kev to make sure he gets back. Steal there by Rico and Kevin. Rico with the bounce pass to Mike. He tries to save it, and he does to Rico. Good job by Rico getting up there. Is that a missed dunk?
I think it was an attempt at a dunk, so I would count.
Oh, man, that's all right. 9 missed dunks tonight in this game. 3 of 12 now for dunks. That's 25%. AB question in the chat: how's the back? How's your back doing after last week's game? Just want to know when they can see you back on the court. Just in the chat, let them know.
Yeah, we'll need you back so we can have some dunks made.
Yeah, dunks made. 25% is much lower than what we wanted.
Yeah.
Hey, wait! Since AB's in the chat, you got to throw up the alternate Mystery Science Theater.
Oh yeah. Hey, we've got an alternate graphic here. I was working on when I was doing this, so we also have one. You can see there with AB on the left side. His head covers a little bit of like my chest. But yeah, we got
It's
Muffins, Frosty, and AB there.
Yeah, we got the whole crew now. AB's looking real chill watching this game. He knows the Instigators up 22 with 7 minutes to go. They don't have a whole lot to worry about. I hope that's true. 7 minutes, anything could happen. Well, let's hope the Instigators keep this one under firm control. As both teams enter the court here following that down, I believe that was the first time out of the game.
Yeah, there's no timeout.
Second half.
No timeout in the first.
Breaking news, AB says he's probably about a week away from playing. That's great news. Glad to hear it's not too serious. Hope to see you on the on the court too. Jason says he can tell he still has his arms crossed in the silhouette. Hell yeah. Bird brings those. We get back under action here with 7 minutes to go. In the second half, your Instigators up 22 points. And Mike with the steal there. The Instigators have been excellent stealing the ball tonight. As Rico just makes her way flop and drops the ball. The Instigators have been stealing everything in these two games. They've been scoring like crazy. I believe that's a shot clock violation based on the buzzer. I'll take it. Oh, no, it wasn't ours. Instead, they hit another three to make this a 21-point game. Can't agree with Jason anymore. AB, feel better quickly. Heal up, brother. Joe with the missed shot. Mike with the rebound, though. Throws it up to Joe, who somehow gets it between two defenders. Goes for the no look over the head pass. A Joe special. Instigators retain the ball off the basketball team. And then Mike puts it in with the turnaround fadeaway once again. Interesting series of events there, but we get the basket. Go back up 23 points here with just under 6 minutes to go. Another three-pointer. So the basketball team have really heated up from behind the arc this half. And now they've cut it down to a 20-point lead. See a lucky fan taking the shot there. Joe doesn't give up there, gets the rebound, puts the ball back in. I should say, I jokingly call it fans, but they're not fans that are shooting these balls. These are guys that are playing in the next game, usually trying to warm up. There's both courts being taken, so they're trying to get their shots in when they can. Love to see it. Want to see them practice and get their shots in. almost as much as we want to see our game. So, another basket made there. He looks like he's ready for the next game. That's another three by JoJo. It's 94-72, checking in here. Jay's score was 93-76. So we blew by his score. Still have about 5 minutes to go. So yours is looking pretty good here, Jake.
It looks
you said
like
100. Did you say
100 to like
179
60.
or something?
No,
yeah,
I
you
said
said
100 to 65. Yeah. So we're gonna.
yeah.
I think we're gonna go past that too.
Yeah, maybe we'll split it and it'll be 100-76. Your home score, his away score.
Yeah.
100 definitely looks possible with that basket to make it 97 now. With 4 minutes to go. Oh, they counted that at 2, so 96. Joe reached. Probably should have been called for a foul there, but he got it on the shot. AB loving the camera. Wait till you see the highlights, AB. They look sick too. As they missed the free throw there. Free throws have been a problem tonight for the basketball team. They've missed several. Obviously, it's not the only thing that hasn't gone their way tonight, but it's definitely something we've seen. But I believe that's now 5 straight missed free throws by the basketball team. Mike looking, as we're going to watch here as another guy warms up. Good to see. Got decent handles with the between the legs, you know. Played well against us last week, I'll say. Rico with the block. And the quick hands up the court. Missed 3. Rico gets the rebound. He's going to take a 3. Missed it. Joe gets it. No idea why Joe went for the turnaround there.
It's got to be the new outfit. That's what it is.
Yeah, if he was wearing the other jersey, he'd have just went straight up with that. You know? Jason. Yeah, man. We'll follow ball for sure. Obviously, there'll only be one basketball on the court during the ABA game, unless they change the rules significantly between now and October 19th, which is the start of the ABA season. Missed 3-pointer. Rebound there, though, by the basketball team. Kick out for another 3. And that one goes in to make it 96-77. Kevin with the 3. That goes in. His first 3 to count tonight. He did make one earlier right before timeout. That makes it 99-77 here with 2 minutes to go in the game. And I think the basketball team is going to need a miracle here to come back from 22 points. That'll help. Another 3. Put to a 19-point game. Oh, and there's a made dunk.
There's a dunk.
Dunks are now 4 of 13 for the night. Rebound by Rico. Here's another shot by Kevin Cameron. The Instigators break 100 here at 102-80. Has the ball been tested with the ABA red, white, and blue ball? It has, actually. We're not the first team to use this camera, so we watched footage of ABA games with the ABA ball to make sure it would work, and it did. And there's an alley-oop from Joe to Mike, and that goes in. So a stamp on what's been an impressive weekend for the Instigators as we're up 104-80 here with a minute to go. Cameron once again running the ball up the court. And then Kevin with the putback here. So Kevin getting a lot of garbage time points here, which is good for him and his confidence. As he just shouted that he has a double-double. Those are unofficial stats. Can't be verified. And there it is, our 10th missed dunk of the night. Unbelievable. 4 of 14 from dunk range. Pretty crazy as another basket goes in, 104 to 83 here. So Instigators pretty tough defensive second half. Didn't go well. Gave up 49 points. But can be understandable. Second game where they were ahead the whole time. Can kind of understand where that came from. We see the half-court shot, and that'll about do it for the game. So, stat of the night, as we see JoJo take the last shot and miss it with an air ball and hit. The band is on the court. The band is on the field. The band is on the field. But yeah, so stat of the night for me, 4 of 14 for dunks. How many? When I said, what's your prediction on dunks? No one thought it was going to be 10 misses, did they?
No, that's pretty high.
Yeah. I like 3. We were at 2. I was like, okay, or 1. I was like, okay, 3, although I was there, so I knew it was going to be much higher, but even I didn't know it was 10.
Yeah.
And really it was only 3 of 13 because the one that we counted was by someone who wasn't in the game. But the stats were so bad that we had to do that. But anyway, takeaways from week 2 of the IBL: 2 wins, 2 games over 100 points, 2 20-plus point victories. What'd you see that you liked?
Yeah, I saw a lot of team chemistry this week. I mean, obviously last week was our first time on the court together, since the end of the first season. We also have some new guys on the team, so we knew it'd take a little bit of time. But over 100 points in both of these games, that's very impressive. These are college kind of setup games, so you don't typically expect the scores to get quite that high.
Yeah.
And the defense was solid aside from the second half in that second game. But with them being ahead by so much, it's a little bit more understandable. But something we'd have to watch for, as far as fatigue and stuff. But Jackson, nice addition for the team. Definitely balled out in his first showing as an instigator. Rico continued what he was doing. Some nice defense by Kevin. And then the guys that we've had on the team in the past, Joe got hot for a bit, had some nice shots. Mike had his signature move shots, and then JoJo, it was nice to see him on the court as well.
Yeah, all around really good. I give the team probably a B plus. Would have been an A had it not been for the defense in that second half. And that's something that doesn't seem like it. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, right? Guys are scoring, they're doing their thing, they're getting work out there. It was, to Jason's point, I felt like they played faster in both games, particularly the first 3 halves, right? The first game and then the second game. They're still well, one thing I'll say is I saw a lot less of the settling for bad shots that we saw in week 1, a lot less of that in this week, and that's why the scores, in my opinion, went from the low 80s to the low 100s, right? That's that big of a difference. We know our team can score. We averaged 127 points a game in the ABA last year. Now this week we averaged over 100 points in 40 minutes. So all around good stuff. Really exciting to see. And the best part about it is that we have games again this Saturday, right? So if you're in Bedford, come check out the games and then watch us again on Monday night. We will have at least one player debuting this week, hopefully as well. So another player that folks haven't met yet, another person that hasn't been playing for the Instigators. Alex Brown, love this, love the ball movement. Really good point. Neither of us hit on. The guys were moving the ball really well, looking for open shots. A lot more moving off the ball this week compared to week 1 to get open. And so that was really good to see as well. So all around incredible weekend for the Instigators. Hopefully we can continue to build on it. Go into week 3, win some games. I think, we're looking at, I think it's a 4 or 5 week season. So 10 games. So, we're just getting started. Really excited to see what the guys do going forward. Any last words before we call it a night, Jake?
I think we covered pretty much it. I'll have to check who we play this week. I don't know off the top of my head, but
I do.
um,
It's we play the second game is a team called Have You Heard? They're undefeated. They're 4-0 after 2 weeks. Really talented team. And then the first team is the Freebirds, who are winless. So we'll see. We'll get both ends of the spectrum there. But it'll be great to see. Yeah, hopefully we don't miss 10 dunks in a day ever again. But great spacing, great pressure on defense, as Jay said. Really good points in the chat, guys. Excited for the next few weeks. Until then, though, we're gonna sign off. So until next time, be great, Instagrate, and thanks for tuning in.